Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be working on a sketch from the Hip Kit Club. This is a sketch that they change it weekly, and I've just recently, in becoming a follower on Facebook, have been seeing these sketches pop up, and so as you can see, I've been doing them more and more on as for videos. I've already laid out my papers using the club collection from November, and I'm just laying down some press and seal to keep my design as much as possible the way it is. And then I'm just going to start lifting up the pages and attaching everything with glue, uh, and then attaching it to uh, the solid craft paper that I decided to use for my base, because I really didn't have that many papers left. I've used a lot of the kit, most of the kit. I just have some of the like thickers and the sayings, some of the extra stuff I still have left over, and then mostly like scraps for the paper collection itself. All right, and we're just going to go through here, and I'm trying to basically attach as much as I can. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is once I bring over uh, the the paper. I'm trying to decide if I wanted to use this one side or the reverse side of the paper with the flowers. It's like a solid green. I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to use. So that's why I was kind of like laying down different patterns. And then once I decided I was definitely going to use that paper, I just wasn't sure which side yet. I cut it to be a matte for my photo, which I trimmed down to like five, I want to say 5 by 3.5. And then I just did a small border basically around my photo. And isn't this a cute photo? This is my friend's dog. Her name is Piper, and I love this photo. It cracked me up. I don't know what it was about it, but she put on her winter sweater. Oh god, I just love this. It tickles me every time I see it. So once I had everything pretty much ready to go, I'm just putting ATG tape all over the back. And then of course I'm going to add some of the art glitter glue. And I'm going to attach it to my craft paper here. And then just slowly move off the press and seal, and then anything that was on the very top, obviously that is not glued down because of how I was trying to get the pieces underneath. But it's much easier to just glue on two pieces than having to try and remember exactly how I had everything laid out. So definitely, if you don't have any in your craft room, you'll want to get you some press and seal. It's a game changer. So now I'm just adding some foam tape to the back of the photo so we can give it a little bit of dimension. And as I'm doing this part, I was looking at it and I knew I wanted to give a little bit more definition to the different layers. And I always keep my Inktense pencil in the, I want to say it's the charcoal gray, for doing stuff like this, because with the Inktense, it's just like a watercolor pencil. So I'm just going around the different edges and trying to um, create more definition as far as the different layers, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to do actually matte layers behind each one. It would make it way too thick and it would get too complicated, because some of the pieces, I don't even really know what the sizes were. I was just cutting them into rectangles and squares and trying to put them in to create, what I'm looking at. So to do a matte for each one would be like, it would be way too tedious. Even though if you had certain paper that you wanted to kind of emphasize or enhance or make pop off the page, then I would totally suggest that. Or you could even distress the edges using your distress oxides or the regular distress inks. That would work too. So as I get over here to the left side, I realize I'm just messily putting this stuff around. at first I'm trying to be really neat about it, and then I was just like, you know what? Let's just get this down. I'm trying to do a little bit under the photo just to give it a little bit more shadow and interest. And then I'm going to take some stars, and what I did was I have some glitter paper that was in my stash. I want to say it was from like Die Cuts with a View or something like that. I forget which one it is. Yeah, it's Die Cuts with a View. And it is their glitter stack. And I will say this, their glitter stack sheds like a mug, okay? So if you have a fear of glitter, or you do not like the messiness of glitter, do not get this glitter because you will be obsessed, okay? It is not shed free, okay? This one sheds. And I just cut it in like a dark blue, and I had this bright yellow. Um, and I just spread them around to match uh, the layout itself. And a friend of mine, she did the same sketch, and on hers, she used hearts. So you could do whatever. Like if you had, I don't know, if it was flowers, you could do small flowers, different sizes. You just want to kind of sprinkle it all around. And really, I could have left this just like this with the stars and called it a day. But you can never just leave it just like that, right? So I go ahead and I'm going to lay down happy. Because really, when I see this photo, it makes me happy. Like even just looking at it, doing the voiceover right now, like it's really hard for me not to be giggling as I do it anyway. Oh my God, it cracks me up. The dog's face is hilarious to me. Okay, so I'm taking the sticker sheet and I'm grabbing a few things off of it, some sayings, just trying to add a few more things. I'm still learning about the layers and trying to do different things with the layouts. But I always got to do my main thing at the end, which is my splatters. So on this one, I decided to just do the white and black. And that's it. Because the yellow was so bright, I really didn't need to do the gold. I just felt like, it was good the way it is. So here are some close-ups. And you can see the splatter, the different stickers. I have the smile from the page that can basically be like a cut apart. And then you can see all the stars around. This one was fun. And it was actually something, it didn't really take that long. The longest part was probably doing the watercolor around the edges. But other than that, I mean, it came together pretty quickly. So once again, thank you guys for joining me, and make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the end here, I will have links to the last two layouts that I've done from the Hip Kit Club, and I'll have links down below to their Facebook page and I believe their blog. So thank you guys again, and I hope you have a great day.